be LeBron, is he the best? Is he better than Michael? Damn, that's a high burden for a man to seek. That's hard work.
It's not a fair comparison.
That's not a fair comparison.
You can't even do it.
So imagine how successful he is, and they still limit dog by saying, but he's not better than Michael Jordan. Well, I'm not going to say you're not better than this one, because I'm not going to put you in a situation where I'm going to ask you to be more than you already are. That's ridiculous. You feel me? And that's challenging. So success can cause you a lot of difficulty. Right. He's handling it well, but success can cause difficulty.
Makes sense.
That's why I see it every day.
And remember, let's look at Dave Chappelle and what he did.
Yeah.
It's about recalibrating what success means to you and what he had to do. He had to step
away
from the whole shit because they were offering him more success is what was being offered to him. But he recalibrated at what cost?
He said something. He said that he felt that they were no longer laughing with him, that they were laughing at him. And I said to myself, but that's always the situation, but it's just a perspective change. Said, wow, wait a second. It's no longer what I want it to be. And and they laughed at him. They ridiculed him. Right. They called him crazy. They said he was stupid. At the end of the day, best move he made in his whole life. Said, nah, that's it. I'm going to walk away. $50 million. I mean, how many of us say we're going to walk away from $50 million? That's tough, I'm not leaving $50 million behind. I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do.
I mean, it depends on the circumstances, though.
I mean, it's easy to say that, but
I know. You see, brother, that's the newly married man would always say anything's possible, right? No, sir. You're going to get the money.
So we got to put you through Negro training. You about to sell out now? What we doing now, brother?
But you got to understand. You got to understand. Dave Chappelle already had success. The platform was so radical and so different and so unique. I mean, I still have every one of them to this day because they all a classic. And so at some point he says, well, I don't know if he had to start to feel some burnout because to keep meeting that standard, you got to keep looking for material. That's hard to do. But at some point, something switched. You feel me? But if you've never had it and they put it on the table, this is why so many of these entertainers or ball players sign that first deal, and it'd be their worst deal. And they complain about it the rest of their lives, but they know this is the way in. Right. So you would take that $50 million if that's what they offer. Now down the road, you say, "Damn, at 49 million, be like, damn, look at the consequences signing for the sport." Then maybe the next $50 million, you might say, no.
I don't know, because I gotta look at it like this. I look at it from a creative standpoint. Me as somebody who, if I've already gotten to that point where I know they offered me the money, who's to say I can't go out there and get it from somebody else because I know I can make something better from what.
Well, remember the industry is a monster. You know? They blackball you. They do all kinds of things. So you might say that, but then those networks will be like, nah,
right.
Offer nothing else.
True. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and then the people around you also have a say in your situation. If he makes a decision, he has to take into account his kids. Yeah, he has to take into account his lady. Right. So if he had the chance to sign $1 million deal that's reasonable to him, he may do it. Whereas somebody else who's already had millions say, y'all got me working 40 days. I only want to work 20. You can make a decision on that. But if this is your first deal and you're looking at the people around you and what you have to do to sustain that, you might sign that deal, bro. So that's the way it works for me. You feel me? Do what's necessary until you're in control of your own destiny.
That makes sense. I mean,
in the business. Now, if you don't want to be in the business, you can control your own destiny. But if you want to be in the business, there are rules that they follow.
Right.
This shit's a trap.
It's a different trap.
Yeah, trap. There's one door in, and then there are a lot of doors in here when you get inside, but it's a trap.
And gatekeepers and all that.
Yeah, man. People that want to keep you where you are.
Yeah.
Because they make money off of your condition.
That's crazy. I wanted to ask you, EFN, are you? I mean, you being in the limelight and being busy and got a lot of things going on. Are you subjected to some of those things as far as success? Are you subjected to having to be everywhere and scheduling all the time? And
no, I mean, how's
your routine?
I think I've explained. I'm just stubborn in my ways, and I'm grounded with my friends and my family, and I just don't like. I know that I am giving up certain types of success by not doing certain things. Gotcha. You know, but I'm okay with that because I look at other types of success.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
My family, my experiences. Like for me, hanging out with some buddies, having some drinks, and having some laughs, and experiencing something. To me, that's way more. You know, there's a bigger price tag on that than fucking going out and trying to hang out with Jay-Z. Right, you know what I'm saying? Because someone say you need to come to this party and you need to come fucking do this shit and do that shit. You know, I'm not saying I don't want to hang out with Jay-Z. I'm just saying that I'm not gonna go, you know, and fucking out on a limb and do all and bend backwards to do certain things. Like I'm lucky, man. I've been able to create a career for myself where I kind of dictated how I wanted to do it.
Control your destiny.
And I also am realistic in understanding that I cap myself because I keep myself in a comfortable space, which is not good for success. But I'm keeping myself grounded, and I'm keeping myself in a place where I can be accessible to family and friends.
Damn right.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
So and that's good because
Because other people will get in
Yeah,
and start to manage your family for you.
absolutely.
You feel me? Because your time is more important to them
Yeah.
than they feel to your family. So all of a sudden, we got 10 shows to do. I'll let them know you'll call them back. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's not good. And that happens in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
so that's a good way of balancing out. I guess the overall outlook on this is that whenever you decide to retire for whatever you're doing, you'll still have your family and your friends still with you through this journey. Where a lot of people
Absolutely.
lose
They
them.
there
You
now.
know,
They there now.
they lose them through their journey of trying to become successful, and in the limelight and all this other stuff. They lose themselves. You know what I mean? So if
Yeah,
you're gonna
man.
lose yourself, you're gonna lose everything around you. That's just how it flows. You know, so the method of you balancing out your career with your family.
Very fortunate. Yeah.
Very fortunate. You're successful in both
Very
aspects.
fortunate. Good
I feel
job.
very
know what I
lucky,
mean?
man.
Yeah, I'm right.
And that's what people need to understand. Like, just don't tip the scale on one end. You know, balance it out, man. You know, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to fall back to your family, to your kids, to your mother, to your loved ones. You know what I mean? When your career is done, you know, until you find some other shit to get into to reinvent yourself.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So that's very interesting. You know, someone to ask you that question because you pretty much in
And
that-
just learn to pivot, man. Evolve and pivot, evolve. Like that's what life is all about, man. Like you're not be stuck in one place.
Kanye's having a difficult time, brother. and it's just amazing because talent ain't the issue. Very talented.
No, he's one of the most
but
talented.
trying to live the life that he can be comfortable. It's no way. You married into a difficult situation.
Oh, man, you made it.
And I definitely
Man,
do.
because
I
that's
feel like
actually-
there's a lot of mental health
married a
stuff
devil.
from when his mother passed.
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah.
been saying that
Done.
from the like
Done.
I actually.
We all
you know,
would probably be traumatized because it was so sudden, unnecessary.
not just sudden, and it also is because of the industry he's in. She was getting plastic surgery.
Exactly, to try to fit in, to be consistent, to
Right,
be part of
right.
that scene.
She didn't have to die.
It was sudden, it was traumatic, and no money, no success in the world stopped that from happening.
I think he actually announced it in one of his concerts. If you like, that is when his mother
I
passed
don't
away.
know.
it was-
That's crazy if he did
yeah,
that.
YouTube, you see, he's
No,
on
you know,
stage. He went crazy on stage.
He is
like
that-
2-3 years ago. You know what I'm talking
You
about?
understand? He
spoke about it.
calibrated different. I mean, whatever enters his psyche comes out. You know, that filter, something that slows it down, regurgitates it the right way. Nah, man, it comes up the way as soon as he thinks of it, it comes up. And so that's why Kanye gets in trouble. His intelligence is through the roof. People think he's dumb.
Oh no,
But-
I never thought that.
But
Yeah.
but
And
he's
musical
very intelligent,
genius,
he's a musical
man.
genius.
Yeah.
But life coming at him in waves, he has no resistance to. He can't stop certain things when it hits him. It just you know, the things you say that you put yourself in a condition that changes you. You know, you sit with the president, fantastic. Right. A lot of people want to sit with the president. A lot of people want to go to the White House. You wore the hat though. And they're like, did they get it at the door or did you already have it? Because if they gave it to you at the door, you didn't think about it.
Right.
If you already had it, you knew what you were. But if they gave it when he entered the White House, they said that he didn't have a hat. So they gave it to you,
Okay.
and you wore it.
Right.
Kanye West is brainwashed. Kanye West is brainwashed. Man.
No.
I mean,
brainwashed,
man, we really just don't. He's just all over the place.
Yeah,
This ain't the same Kanye West that came into the industry, man. The one that said George Bush don't care about black people.
Nah, that was based on
This ain't the same one from
that was
then
based
to
on
now.
the crisis. But
Yeah,
I think the
tuned him
man.
up a little
I love him. I love him.
He's one of my favorite artists.
One of my favorite artists too, and it's unfortunate that his life.
Trying to fight for us or something?
He's trying to fight for you, Boris. he wants you to be able to open that little thing on your mask.
He trying to fight for Trump,
But
man.
Get the blood?
You know, we look, and you know, I had through my journey of working with Def Jam, I had an opportunity to deal with him on a personal level, on business, but you know, and physically we got to interact and to do stuff, and I could see it. You could see his genius, man. The dude was genius.
Just built
You know,
in.
he always believed in himself. Like, just there's so much that we could learn from him that he could teach to the world, which he tries, but then he gets setbacks because of everything he's dealing with. I can tell you this: I've had the opportunity because of what I do to be able to like peek and see 1% of what these big artists deal with, and it's so chaotic, it's
Damn
so
right.
crazy.
Say it again, bro.
And just to think that I'm
many
seeing
moving
1% and they're getting 100% of this.
Yeah. Too many moving parts, brother.
Not just moving parts, just the people that are coming at you,
All
the
day.
the fans, the psychos, the stands, everything.
Social media too. Like you can't even
social,
rest.
I mean, it's just
That just made it
No,
worse.
you got to, unless somebody manages your social media as a top artist, someone needs to manage it for you. You can't get vested because if you go on there, too many opinions can. If you're not a strong-minded
destroys
person,
you.
too many opinions changes your perspective. Someone can make red blue, and you start to believe it because most of the people on your timeline, on your follow, is telling you it's blue. You got to be careful what you let in at that level. When you're nobody cares. But when you're somebody, too many people care. And that changes you. It's too much. Because now you're going to have to try to appeal to everybody. And that's his problem. He'll say the right thing today, and tomorrow he'll change his. It's just too much.
And then they'll have yes men around. That's another problem for a lot of artists or people that are in successful positions. The yes men, you just
They
you live in a
monetize
bubble.
They make money off of your condition.
Yeah.
To tell you no is to diminish their volume and earn. So I get it. But it's unfortunate that success can be difficult, way beyond measure. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Kanye West and the artists, out of all the artists that you interviewed on your platforms, no matter which podcast platform you have, what would you say which artist actually intrigued you the most? Is it a few of them? Is it one?
That's a tough one. There's
I know
definitely
it's
a
a lot.
lot of them. Each one is unique, man. Each person, but it's hard to even remember because we're drinking throughout all these things, so it's hard to remember pinpoint. Like in that moment, I'm intrigued like motherfucker. Next day, I don't remember what the fuck I was intrigued about. I don't even watch anything that we do afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Good for you.
I
That's smart.
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see
smart.
myself drunk, drinking, talking shit, because then I won't want to do it.
That's smart.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving. People, the fans hit me up and be like, "Oh, you said this shit." And I'm like, "Did I?" Oh, that's
Keep moving.
yeah, man. But what the one person I always say was really dope was 50. We were filming at that time, Lil Haiti. He came through by himself. Yeah. He had some homies from the hood come through afterwards.
That's who he is.
But he came by himself. He was. And then the thing is, at that moment in Drink Champs, people were scared to come to Drink Champs, like artists.
Why?
Like we were intimidating
Because
the people.
they're drinking.
We're drinking.
They're talking crazy, recklessly.
And we were in Little Haiti. Like it didn't matter if we were in Little Haiti or not, but we had like our homies with us. People are smoking, drinking. It's almost like you in like a comedy club and like in the back room somewhere where people, I don't know if I want to go there and do stand up. Like the Apollo, they're gonna throw some shit at you. So. And the thing is that when we started, a lot of these artists weren't used to coming in and opening up that way and drinking and talking the stories that we were trying to get out of people. And so a lot of people were nervous to come on Drink Champs. They were like holding it off, like nah. And I remember 50 came and he was just like I said, by himself. He came in, he started shooting the shit with everybody on set, and then he sat down and then he doesn't drink. So this is what made it more intriguing. Yeah. He doesn't drink, but he's so smart of a marketing guy that he was putting out a vodka at the time. And he said, well, I'll have a couple shots. And he got drunk as fuck off of 2 or 3 shots,
He don't drink.
Nah, he don't drink. And he had so much fun with the show. It's like he got it. He understood it. Like
Back
I told
then, I think it was EFN vodka, right?
Yeah, EFN vodka. Yeah. That's what it is. EFN vodka.
Yeah.
People start calling it
EFN.
He on something else now. He on
EFN.
Branson now with Bronson or Branson.
The leche, some lucha.
Something crazy.
Yeah, he's always got something. But
that cat gonna be on milk next week. Ain't no telling.
Hey, man,
Carnation
he
50.
a
He's got
hustler
cross
for
appeal.
life.
Yeah. He got
whatever
cross
works.
appeal.
Whatever works.
He can sell Oreo cookies right now.
So he was one of the dopest ones, man, because he just had fun with it. He got it. Like I said, when we came in, I tried to put us in the comedy category,
Right.
and he came in. He had fun with us. He got up. He got animated. He talked to the people behind. He got the show. He understood it. And I feel like he's one of the people that harnessed what our show could do for himself.
Dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Next question. I don't know if you can answer this or not, but who is the worst artist you interviewed? The one that left the worst impression on you.
I don't have anybody that's the worst impression. Let me think.
Weird. Let's go. Okay, let's take
comedy.
out worst.
It's
Let's go.
comedy.
Let's
It's
go
comedy.
weird. Let's go weird. Let's go weird. No, we don't want to diss
No, we've
nobody.
had a couple. No, I don't want. It's not about dissing. I'm trying to think. Like I said, everybody had something to bring to the table. Some of them might have been awkward because of what I said. They kind of come guarded, so they kind of come already like ready to snap back at you. Like, what you trying to do? It's like, nah, man. Like, it ain't that kind of show. Like, we just having conversations. We drinking. We don't consider ourselves journalists, so we're not trying to do I got you questions.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Like most of the time, they're so used to these regular interviews where people just they're pointing stuff at you,
Yeah.
trying to dig, you know, and it's regular conversation.
And these guys don't. Most people, even myself, I'm sure all of us, we don't have time to watch every show that's popping. So a lot of these guys come without ever seeing
Right.
an episode of Drink Champ.
Right.
They just hearing about it, like they're getting fucked up over there. Norwich talking crazy over there, you know. So, but Steve.